Hi, my name is James Mills with Principal Financial Group, here representing Small Business Insights, and today I'm joined by Matthew Pipkin, who is the owner of PGS Aggregates, LLC. We're located at 6563 NC Highway 97 in Battleboro, North Carolina.
That's right.
So we'll just jump right in. So your company's been here, you've owned it now for, I guess, about a year and a half, founded June 1, 2016.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about the company and why you decided to buy it.
Well, it was a pre-existing company. It was formerly owned by Roger Salborn, who opened up the mine here in 1988. He, very good established business, small community. He's always had a very good clientele. He was just ready to retire and exit the company. I started with him back in 2002 and knew a lot about the business, and I was a police officer in Greenville, and he talked with me a couple of years ago and said that he might be interested in selling it, and I saw an opportunity to go into business for myself. And
So what kind of business is it? What kind of business is it? What are the products you sell? Who's your primary client?
Our primary clients are concrete companies. We do a lot of work for DOT, City of Rocky Mount, Town of Tarboro, a lot of individuals. Anytime somebody needs a product for their yard, we jump in, driveways, foundations, anything like that.
So I think you said your products were sand, clay, topsoil, and I think we kind of know what those are. But then you start talking about concrete sand, mortar sand, and river rock. What is that?
That's right. Your river rock can be used for two things. We typically use river rock for driveways, and we also use it for flower beds. It's real decorative. We got two different colors that we typically use. Primarily, you'll have your sand color, which will have some blacks, beiges, grays, that sort of stuff. Then we also have a lighter color that will have your whites, your pinks, real pretty decorative rock, real light color. And that ranges about 1.5 inches down to 3/4 of an inch in size.
Okay.
And then your concrete sand is exactly what it says. It's made for making concrete. That's roads, bridges, and that's in that nature. And then we got the mortar sand, which is made for your bricklayers, building foundations around homes and that sort of stuff.
Right. Okay, so you said that you purchased the business from somebody else.
That's correct.
Been here a long time. How long has the actual mine itself been here?
The mine started here in 1988. We sit on about close to 400 acres of land.
Wow.
And we've been here since 1988.
So I have a question, and this is probably, you're probably going to think it's an ignorant question, but so if you're digging sand or whatever, does it eventually run out?
Absolutely. Everything's going to run out.
Okay.
We probably have enough sand here at this current location to last us another 10 years.
Okay.
And then where we go from there is just going to be another property.
Okay.
We're going to stay here local within the Battleboro area. We've already established a couple of contacts, and we're going to buy another farm and turn it into a sand pit.
Are you from this area?
I'm originally from Rocky Mount. I've been born and raised here, actually 3 miles down the road, and all my life.
Okay, good deal. You mentioned that you're a veteran.
That's correct.
Army?
Army.
Okay, me too. So how long were you in the Army?
8 years.
8 years. What did you do?
I was a military police officer. I was done 2 tours in Iraq, 04 and 05, 07 and 08. Came back home and became a police officer.
Okay. And where were you a police officer?
Greenville.
Greenville. Okay. Well, good deal. So when I came in, I met your beautiful wife, Amanda. So she works with you.
That's correct.
What is Amanda's role? What does she do here?
Amanda's in charge of everything logistics, whether it's doing tickets, payroll, sales, talking with customers. She handles all the front end stuff while I handle everything out.
All right. So your wife is your employee.
That's correct.
Oh, how does that work? Is it? Yeah.
It's great. I mean, because before we didn't see each other a lot because I was working all the time, and now
Right.
she's here. She gets to bring our young daughter here, and I get to see them throughout the day. If I get tired of them, I walk outside and go do some work.
Good deal. Good deal.
That's right.
All right. You mentioned you have, I guess, a holdover from the other company. The guy's been here 26 years.
That's right.
What's his name?
Alton Moses.
Okay. What does Alton do?
He runs front end loader, and he also runs the dump truck. Primarily, he's switched over to the dump truck, and he's been running that, like I said, for 20 plus years.
Wow. So he likes his work. He's really good at what he does.
Absolutely. He got a lot of knowledge of the whole area, and
So do you feel like keeping him was an asset?
yes, he's actually the only employee that I allowed to stay from the other company.
Oh, wow.
Everybody else was turned loose or terminated, and we wanted a fresh start.
Yeah.
And I went out and hired my excavator operator. Actually has 54 years of experience. That's John Peace. He's been running an excavator for 54 years, and he's great at what he does.
Right. So the idea behind doing these videos is we understand that businesses like yours are a boon to the community. You provide services to the community. You also hire people, provide employment. You know, I don't know if there's any community involvement, but talk to me about your how many employees do you have? Do you guys do anything in the community otherwise?
Yeah, we do. We got 7 employees here total.
Okay.
All of them are full time. I've got a husband and a wife that work here together, which works great with their schedule.
The wife outside too? The wife outside too?
No, she helps my wife out in the office. She's actually a student as well, so we allow for her to go to school while she's a full-time employee. So she takes a couple hours off each day to go to school, and then she comes back. She assists with everything that my wife needs in the office. And then we have loader operators, excavator operators, dump truck drivers. We also do a lot of outside contracting. It's pretty common for us to contract 20 to 30 dump trucks a day to do hauling for us. So we're not only employing our own people, we're also providing business for other people outside of here.
Excellent, excellent. When we were talking initially, you said you used the term a family-oriented company. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me. It basically means if these guys got something going on with their family, you know, family's always going to come first in my books. I've got 3 kids now, a wife. My guys, they're all in relationships. Most of them are married with kids. And I know how I came from, you know, coming from a job that you didn't always have the opportunity to take off and do something with your family. You know, if they want vacation, they've got it. I provide 9 days of holiday a year, 2 weeks of paid sick time a year, and 2 weeks of paid vacation a year. So my guys essentially get almost 7 weeks off a year if they choose to take it. And if not, they can cash it in at the end of the year and I'll write them a check, or they can roll it over to the next year. And that's uncommon for this industry, but I thought it was the right thing to do. So 7 weeks off a year is what I went with.
That's awesome. So again, still talking about your guys, are these, you talk about dump trucks and all that, sound like these are skilled workers? They have to have certifications or skills?
Absolutely. We fall under MSHA, which is mine and safety. So we're federally maintained. All of my employees have to go through 40 hours of minor safety training, and they have to be. Then we have to follow up with an additional 24 hours of mine training, hands-on, on the job. And
Every year?
Every year. Well, every year is 24. Your initial mining training is 40 hours, which is taught by the state, and we set up a classroom each and every year where the guys have to attend class, and then they have to follow up. And each piece of equipment they get on is an additional 24 hours of training. So if they want to run the loader today, we have to make sure it's signed off on 24 hours of training before I can turn them loose. That's reading handbooks. It could be on-the-job training, but I have to be out there monitoring everything they do.
So I'm assuming you have to have all this certifications as well if you...
Absolutely.
Okay. So how many pieces of equipment do you have that they have to have certifications for?
We got a bulldozer, excavators, front-end loaders, haul truck, dump truck, and then we got the plant. So 6 pieces essentially.
And if you have somebody that, well, I guess you
Absolutely.
have to do 24 hours on each one of those pieces of equipment?
That's correct.
Wow, that's a lot.
Each and every year. Once I'm certified, because I am the owner of the company, I'm eligible to certify each and every employee.
Okay.
For the 24 hours. However, 8 hours of that still has to be taught by the state.
Okay. So I'm assuming all of this certification and education is because they want people to be safe and not get hurt. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why do you need so much?
It's based off of federal regulations. Like I said, we fall under the mine safety. It doesn't matter if we're a surface level mine, underground mine, coal mine. They all fall under the same category.
Sure.
So a rock quarry, of course, you're going to have higher dangers than you would at a sand pit. But because you fall under the same category as the rock quarry or as an underground mine, you still have to have the exact same training. Whether it's berm training, you'll notice out on our property we've got berms around everything.
Okay.
That's part of the training. The guys have to be trained to know where to put the berms.
And for our audience, what is a berm?
A berm is basically a pile of dirt that you put on the side of a pond that keeps your equipment from, if you were to run off the road, it keeps your equipment from going into the pond.
Okay. And you had to have them all around?
All around. Everywhere you're digging, anywhere that vehicles could be coming and going. And that's just for safety.
Right. So you mentioned something about a rock quarry, and there is one back up the road.
There is one about 3 miles from here.
Do you all work together, or?
Absolutely. They're a big corporation, and anything, if it's something I need, because we do have a lot of specialty machines and everything, and parts typically come from overseas. So anything that I need, that if something were to break today, I can go to him, and they would typically help me out, and I would just reorder for them.
Roger.
And some of the equipment, some of it can take 2 weeks, some of it can take 6 months to get in from overseas.
Wow. So, listening to you talk, it sounded like the majority of your customer base are other businesses, government. You said you do some stuff for the city of Rocky Mount, city of Tarboro. What if I wanted to do something in my yard? Do I contact you directly?
Absolutely.
Or do I buy it retail?
Absolutely. Everything here is wholesale price. Of course, if you buy it from a landscaper, you're going to be paying more. Pretty much most of the landscapers in the area actually purchase their stuff from here and
then
mark it up and retail sell it. We are the wholesaler.
Okay.
For the area. We're a state certified sand pit, which is the only one in Edgecombe and Nash County. So anything you need for your yard, whether it's topsoil, clay, field dirt, field sand, we have it here, and we'll be glad to supply it to the individual.
Excellent. Matthew, I've learned a lot. I didn't know all that, but I've learned a lot about your business. Is there anything else that you feel like you'd want the world to know about PGS Aggregates?
I think we've covered it. We're just a small family-oriented company. I try to take care of my guys. They take care of me.
Yeah.
And like I said, we try to make sure that we're here to supply. Also, we do help out in natural disasters. We've had a couple of floods here lately, and we do take care of doing sandbags and that sort of stuff for the community.
Meaning you make the sandbags?
We make the sandbags. Last year we gave away over 10,000 sandbags. We are a profitable company, so we don't try to give them away, but in a natural disaster, if you got an emergency, we try to help out when we can.
Good deal. Well, thank you. So again, my name is James Mills. I'm here with Matthew Pipkin of PGS Aggregates. It's a mine that provides sand, clay, topsoil, and then some specialized products: concrete sand, mortar sand, and river rock. Matthew has spent a few minutes kind of talking to us about his company, his staff, and the products and services that he offers. So signing off, Small Business Insights. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.